All right, it's Sunday, August 27th, 2023. I'm out here at Lacy Park in San Marino for the annual San Marino Motor Classic. I've shot this one a couple times before, and I've been to this other times before I started doing YouTube videos. It always draws like absolutely the most amazing vehicles. A lot of cars that last week were at Pebble Beach, they come down here the week after. A lot of people call it the SoCal Pebble Beach. But there's all sorts of classics, all just a huge variety. You've got everything from brass air cars up to hot rods. You got Ferraris and a lot of exotic cars, so pretty much something for everyone, as you'll see in this video. So let's go have a look and see what's here. You can see the cars are rolling in still. Cars coming through. So next week I'm actually up to Ventura for Ventura Nationals on Saturday. Sunday I might try to film a show. I don't know yet. I don't have anything set in stone yet. Coming up the following week, we got Cruising for a Cure, which is at the Costa Mesa Fairgrounds, and lots of other great stuff coming up for you this month or next month into September. We got Grand National Truck Show coming up. I still need to send an entry in for my van for that. And be sure to check the tentative list, which will be in the comment section of the video, pinned to the top shortly after the video posts. 63 sport window Corvette. '57 Dodge station wagon. There's a Dodge Charger RT Hemi car. This Cadillac station wagon. What are these? I believe they're the Castilian. what those were called. Triumph TR6. Alfa Romeo. I should say thanks to the folks who put this on. They did provide me with a press badge for this one. So any help we can always get filming these videos is always appreciated. So I always mention whenever something like that happens. If you like 60s Continentals, you should check out my video from yesterday on the Santa Monica Pier show. I'd say about half that show was 60s Continentals. Not really, not half, but there was a very large turnout of them. Hurst Olds W30 G-body. A very clean example. Came back around again. He's supposed to be parked over there. Oh, maybe not. A Model A pickup. A teardrop. So we'll see. I'm going to film some more of the drive-ins because none of the classes have actually filled in yet. I don't like to start filming the rows until they're more filled in. That way I don't miss any of the cars. So I'll give you a nice long shot of the field so far. Pinto Esquire and a 64 Galaxy 4 hardtop. Well, I'm going to start filming some of the car classes that look like they're filled in. I'll start with this flathead powered Roadster Model A. This 32 Roadster with a Windsor, probably a 302. We got the highway patrol on in the street behind. He's trying to figure out how to get in the park. Here's this 34 coupe. We've seen this one at many shows that I filmed. A shot of the engine and a little bit better of the interior of this car.
Yeah, Bob Everett's got
This 32.
All the time, running around Pasadena. Oh,
this one's a two-door.
Came from St. Louis.
Like traditional rods, you might want to check out. I did hot rods on the tarmac about a month ago down at Santa Ana. That was a fantastic show for hot rods. This 33 Ford coupe. So I can see a flathead in there somewhere. You know, have the hood open.
As long as we have a route.
All you need now is you need the long pants,
some more of the
tan pants,
hot
and
rod
the
class here.
jacket. They'll take care of Judge too.
you can tell he drives.
Oh my goodness, you know what? There goes Brent.
He came in second of the Amber, and then went to Detroit and went to Rock.
I mean, that's that.
Yeah, 32 two-door. Very traditional style. Got the plaid upholstery there. Interesting Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes, right? What's your class and number?
Can you call him?
Yeah, that Model A we saw rolling in. We have a 57 Ford Rancho Wagon Del Rio. We got the Howdy Doody tagging along in the back seat and all the picnic equipment. It's a 57 Dodge wagon that we saw earlier in the video. He's got the original dealer paraphernalia there.
Yeah, you actually can soak them little soap in it.
This is the steam car. He'll be rolling around all day here. Now this Willis Jeep, 1951.
We like the Chrysler and you're talking about Doris Day.
Yeah.
That 56.
Ford Pinto Squire, 1973.
Yep, I got mine.
All you 70s wood grain fans. Out of 64 Mercury Colony Park station wagon. Now 67 Ford Country Squire. These faux woodies are cool. Got an 80 Chrysler Town and Country Woody wagon. The 76 Cadillac Castilian wagon. Of course, these were custom done, and not many of these were built. This row right here is traditionally cars that were used in the Rose Parade to carry various dignitaries around. Often the Grand Marshal or the Mayor or other people were being honored. This is a very beautiful example. 35 Packard was used, so it carried the Tournament of Roses president one year. If you ever watch the parade on TV, there's always various vintage vehicles in the parade. So they're a 1935 Packard. One's a Phaeton, dual cowl. Another one used in the Rose Parade at some point. This Lincoln, 1930, carried the Mayor of Pasadena in 2013 through the parade route. And don't forget, well, it's kind of early, but we do our pre-Rose Parade cruise. I don't organize it, I just go film it, but that's the day before the parade. We usually meet at Corner Bakery, the East Pasadena one, not the one on Lake, but the one on Foothill. The morning, like the day before the parade, and we cruise the route. And actually there's usually cruising going on Colorado until the police shut down Colorado that night. There's one that was used by the Grand Marshal. I can't see what year, but it's from 1911 Rambler. I believe we've seen this car at this show before. So like I said, that's not going to be till December, so usually it's New Year's Eve, and that's the day we meet for the cruise. And we kind of cruise in front of everyone that's camped out waiting for the parade the day after. I've got videos of it up on the channel. It's Hartford Hope. So we're continuing with the Rose Parade cars. Also the whole brass era section, which I'll get here in a minute, as it's in the shade. It's actually very, very hot today, but we're kind of in the beginning stages of a heat wave for the last few days. And by next weekend, it's supposed to be a high of 73 in Ventura along the coast for Ventura Nationals next. 1923 Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. There's your Spirit of Ecstasy shot. This one was used in the 2011 Rose Parade for the Grand Marshal, and the brass air car is a 1909 Zadell Roadster. Like I said, this section is in the shade. I've been in the sun all morning filming, so I think what I'll do is I'll zigzag. I'll do some in the sun and then do some of the car show that's in the shade. And of course, drink plenty of water.
Long time ago, we had a tent.
The 1909 Rolls Royce Silver Ghost.
I'm thinking, what next?
We've been to more than one race where our tent or something, or using up somebody else's.
I think they're this is either wrapping up the judging or about ready to judge this one. From last year. In fact, I ran into a friend of mine who's actually a volunteer judge. I believe he's been a volunteer judge here for several years at this show. The 1909 Packard 30.
I do an early car.
By the way, if you like the brass era stuff, I filmed the Holiday Motor Excursion, which usually happens right after Christmas. I filmed it several times. And it's a whole tour featuring basically Model A and older vehicles that happens starting in Arcadia. And so you can look that video up on my channel as well. The 1910 Hartford Pope.
Dust covers.
Well, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. Also helps you keep my videos in your loop. I realize YouTube has kind of changed a bit and they're not sending videos to people that have watched folks' videos previously or subscribed. And if you want to, you can hit the bell for notifications. I'll send you a notification every time I post a video. And that way you won't just see a bunch of videos on your feed that for things you're probably not interested in. 1911 Brush. I've never heard of that car before. Obviously, there were a lot of makes of vehicles back then that didn't last into the more modern era. Of course, we still have a few examples like this one to learn from. The 1920 Bugatti Type 13. The 1919 Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. Actually, I had to skip a car because they're judging over there, and I believe this one's next. So while they're judging that car, we'll get this one. It's to be an original paint survivor. The 1934 Packard. Of the hood ornaments on this era car. Looks to be also original. And it has its own matching Hot Wheels car.
Like your show.
Thanks. This is a 35 Chrysler Airflow. Of course, these were a very aerodynamic car for the era. You don't see them very often anymore. This was a nice example. That's 1936 Ford four-door convertible. Same with the Art Deco. Here's this 35 DeSoto. This 49 Chevy convertible. This one is a 1924 Packard.
The one I'm talking about, it's like Hot August Nights in Reno. Yeah. They have like 6,000 cars. Yeah, they have that too.
This looks to be very original. It's either an older restoration or it's very, very original. All right, so I'm gonna get the Volkswagen area with this 63 Carmen Ghia. A 67 Beetle. There's a one-year only car.
Yeah. So you spend, you know.
There's a 66 Beetle. Last year for the glass overlays on the
I
headlights.
was wondering about that overhang too, though. You didn't start on this one.
The 65 Volkswagen dual cab transporter.
These wheels are aftermarket, actually.
A few of the BMWs that are here.
These are magnesium.
Into the Radwood era of BMW. This M series.
No, we complained and asked about it.
The latch is okay, yeah. There's a lot of cars.
This is in the process of being judged.
I don't know. Start somehow.
A 67 big block Corvette tri-power. So 67 small block Corvette Roadster. This one's got automatic. You don't see automatics very often in these years. So 67 400 horse tri-power Corvette Coupe. Another 67 Roadster, small block.
Nice to meet you. Sorry to hear about your wife.
Got a 57 fuel injected Corvette. The 63 split window, fuel injected.
Labor Day, you get to get some free Labor Day. That's right. Check down. Color.
57 Corvette.
You guys saw beer out here?
Yeah, it's water. There's an orange.
Definitely needed today.
Got a 63 split window.
These are super Yeah. He'll be good.
The 65 Corvette Roadster.
You missed the Lincoln.
I'm not gonna get too close, but they're judging this Stingray.
Which means there was no hard top. Some of these came.
That Mercedes Goldwing we saw rolling in. Uh, 300 SL Mercedes Roadster.
We are,
There's a 300 SL Goldwing. So we've even got the matching luggage.
That was after we said ID. About
we got old school Baja Racer.
Actually, I have a few more of these 300 SL Goldwings to go through.
3 down.
So I hope you like matching luggage.
Nice to see you. Where are the Porsches?
But it is original bicycle, but it was not.
Like you did last year. But anyway, I wonder.
This one is owned by the Peterson Automobile Museum.
And Justice Jr. And what do you think? We managed to pull out another fantastic sample. Well, as always, it looks less like clean than it looks like quality vehicles. You've seen photos of them, right?
While they're doing the announcements, I can just roll into this one.
I probably
Since we're not playing music.
At Pebble Beach last weekend. And you know, we were both at the Symphony of Cars Gala last night, which, by the way, if you've never been to the Symphony of Cars, it is.
Now we're back to the SL Roadster. This one's a 190.
All sorts of points across the U.S. And again, just quality cars of every type. We're standing here by the luxury muscle cars, some amazing muscle cars here, historic cars. We've got the Motor Classics over there. You're going to be going over towards the Ferrari group, David Lee. And, you know, the hot rods, Porsches, there's an unbelievable selection of Porsches here. Corvettes and some interior. I have to that way.
Wasn't kidding about the matching luggage. This 53 Mercedes.
Just right down the street from here, there's a Jew actually named Pathway.
Little Benton Group right down the street.
Has his bus on it.
Like a master valve for the hydraulic.
280 SL. Getting into the 60s.
when you do that.
Saddam Hussein was stolen. I don't know. It's at the Peterson Museum.
280 SEs.
Peterson Museum in the vault. And Ceausescu cards here, Congo here, and Senegal.
The 71 Mercedes-Benz 600. This is the Landaulet. Obviously, this was used by dignitaries and heads of states.
this is the only here.
This one's just fantastic.
All these bad guys have these. Same coffee.
Now, who owns the car?
This gentleman right there with the.
Did it belong to someone?
In Senegal.
A 66 Mercedes 200. Right-hand drive. Kind of nice I was able to do the Mercedes section while the announcements were going on. Lots of amazing cars. I'm sure a lot of people are going to make comments about that 600 Landaulet, or however you pronounce it.
$1 out of every 1,000 is awarded.
That's just spectacular. So Mercedes 600 limo. I would say this one's a bit more standard, but these aren't exactly standard anything. Of course, these are also used by heads of state.
Left turn signal.
Did I get the brake lights? Huh? Brake lights? Brake lights? We're gonna let you go home.
Yeah, when it's getting judged, come down the side where they're not judging.
That's a
That's kind of hard to believe. They actually have more cars in the Lamborghini class than they do in the Volkswagen class. How often do you see that at a car show? The 74 Lamborghini Urraco.
How long have you had this Mustang? And how many people give you a thumbs up when you're just driving down the main and you're buying gas?
So I'm not as well versed in the exotic stuff as I am in, say, American stuff. Got an 82 Lamborghini Countach.
Thank you very much.
It's all white.
Not golf clubs, but
Yeah.
soft ones.
Did you buy it or you score it, or did you score the book?
It's all, I mean, yeah, there's always things I'm looking at.
Okay, there's another Countach, but it's got a giant crowd around it, so. So it's a car I think just about everyone remembers from that era, the 70s and 80s.
Things out, so I started selling them.
Now this Countach. You look at the interior.
Hey, we found 2 Lamborghinis. Hey, this looks exact the bad guy from.
what's more?
So I'm not as well versed on the exotic stuff, but there's a couple 50s Packards over there. Let's go. 52 Packard convertible.
Because that was a deep blue.
It's interesting. It's got an old tourist decal from Mexico from way back when. 51 Packard Patrician. And we get the muscle cars, which are closer to the speakers, while the announcements are going instead of the music. So we'll start with this 67 Camaro.
It is the sex symbol of the car house. You go to any car show today, it's not a car show unless you have packages. All the other cars are wonderful, and they're just wonderful to have.
And so you're right. They 68 Charger
appeal to a lot of car
Hemi car.
And you have to get his book. We restored a 46 Packard Fastback that was here last year. And I have to tell you, the story of Paul Rusnak having his Packard coming around the Czechoslovakia border, it is just monumental. It's one of the few books that I started in the morning. You know what? This is a village.
GTO
built this
Judge.
village, and you take it down at the end of the day. Congratulations to the hard work of everybody that's come here, but more importantly, to the two of you and your family, because this is a tireless job.
68 Shelby Mustang.
Later today. So yeah, come over and look at the
GT500 KR. And if you didn't know, the KR means King of the Road. That's what that stands for.
Packards are sex symbols. He said everything, but they're a chick magnet. And I'll tell you,
in bright yellow, a color you see on muscle cars very often.
What an amazing car that relates to history. I'm over here, Dave, and sitting in, or standing in front of
they didn't make very many of these in yellow. Well, they didn't make very many of them to begin with. They got the 63 Impala 409 lightweight.
Larry Worley, okay. And 1950, of course, a lot of people know about the 1954, the shoebox, as they call them. It's sort of a popular car. This is at the exact same time. Got the kick-out rear fenders and everything. Tell us about the car, how long you've owned it.
That is just amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite cars here. Not just because it says Pasadena on the side, but this 62 Bel Air Bubble Top 409 car. Man, on this side, so we got a crowd over there. This one here? 409, 4-speed.
Yeah, but it's wrong here.
The 65 GTO, 389 Tri-Power.
Two colors, rust and ivory. San Pedro ivory and Sierra rust. And you could have those two colors in any combination. You could have them solid rust, solid ivory, or like this car,
I had Tri-Power
with the super deluxe. It's like when you go to the auction and they say this car is
300 series,
really original.
427.
Well, is it original or not? I mean, how can you be more original than original? But anyway, what did this car sell for?
4-speed.
I believe it was around $2,300. Oh yeah, here we go. Is that it? 20. Oh, there we go.
I put them all the way up.
Okay, so
AMC AMX. All the American Motors fans, 72. The 401. It says 6,500 original miles.
Good. Left turn, you can see it really has that left arm. Even that little white right turn signal.
The 70, they call this like Panther Pink.
yeah, well, you know what?
Challenger TA 346 pack.
The chrome trim on the front hood and the front rear deck lid, or the trunk, as you might call it.
it's really something to see. So thanks for bringing it. Yeah,
With a 4-speed.
Great looking car. Come on over. These are in the American Classics, and of course, right next to you, you got a Mercury over here, and that's sort of an iconic car.
That's 79 Hurst Olds W30 package.
This weekend in Holland.
For the G-Body fans.
And the safety car.
I've seen this one before. I believe this is a very clean original car, if I remember right.
So talk about a photo op. These beautiful.
You can imagine these aren't very easy to restore.
Bad looking Aston Martin, really, if you think about it. They're kind of parked over near some of the other exotic cars. And I'm going to try and find the owner. One of my favorite cars of all.
A 73 Duster 340.
Iso Griffo. This is one of my favorite kind of cars because it's Italian coach work with a good old steady Corvette. This one will be a small block, 327 or 350 under the
66 Mustang
You gotta clean them and then
GT 2+2 Fastback.
So I said I'm gonna
Ed, what do you say we wrap this up for now?
then paint
Get it some shade, we'll hydrate a little bit, and we'll look forward to seeing everyone.
4-speed and pony interior.
No problem, Dave. I have one announcement.
There's a 1929 Cord.
Check it out.
The woodlight headlamps. The guys were finding those and putting them on their hot rods for a while. I'm sure they're not cheap.
Down to
It's got the golf club door. The 1929 Duesenberg. This is from the Bruce Meyer collection. This 1947 Cadillac. The 1940 Cadillac limousine. This 1932 Packard. The 1933 Chrysler.
I really had to replace the whole brake system on it because it didn't do a gas and took the buffers on.
Was a 23 Rolls Silver Ghost.
When we get back to the car, I have some screen.
That's a 1938 Packard.
Hey, Mike.
1934 Auburn. Are fans of cars built in the state of Indiana. This is a 1932 Delage. Check out that hood ornament. There's got a nice Halloween theme going.
I feel like I had this last year.
A 33 Rolls Royce. '33 Lincoln. This looks to be an original car. This 1934 Duesenberg. Okay, so we got the speedometer in the back seat. Got to keep an eye on that chauffeur. So that's one rolling in. Or there's 38 Jaguar. There's a 1936 Packard, and you hear the steam car off in the distance.
Very lovely.
It's a 1932 Pierce Arrow. This 31 Cadillac Club Sedan. '40 Packard. It's the Godfather Special. The 1926 Lincoln. This is a Locomobile. It's for speaking to the driver as you ride in the interior. And the driver gets rained on. The 1947 Talbot Lago.
The cream color car with the blue top, right? Yeah. Okay.
Just the people I was looking for.
So 54 Rolls Royce. This guy's actually, I believe this guy's local. I see this one at the La Crescenta Cars and Coffee often. 1940 Buick.
Green and pink and all those. Have it? I may. Oh, yeah, he was definitely with the sleeves that were a bitch to iron. Yeah. Yeah.
1932 Lincoln.
Finland.
Mondo Trasho for the most potential.
Yeah, Gary, you know what would be funny? I have it. A surprise visit.
The 1941 Cadillac. The 1940 Packard. We're actually in the Packard class right now.
So he found this. I want to get no more.
What are you doing?
So this is my project. We go to the beach out here, and we just go up in this area.
I don't know if you can hear it, but this one's actually running. It was actually very, very quiet. Of course, these were luxury cars.
Yeah, everybody has to.
He's hairy.
20 feet away. And I kind of keep an eye out.
Thank you for telling me. I have no idea if I can read it.
Yeah, my work's coming up. Yeah, you like them hot, huh?
The 47 Packard. We have a 54 Packard Caribbean convertible. In the American luxury category with this 56 Continental Mark II. One thing nice about the show is they have a booth where they literally hand out water bottles that are cold. So this 1953 Chrysler Imperial. So the booth is actually the Pasadena Aquatic Center and hands out the free water. And it's actually a nice place to check out. I used to take my daughter swimming there. It's a 51 Ford Victoria hardtop.
We got our sport.
1956 Cadillac Fleetwood. It's got the air conditioning ducts.
Yeah, we're up after. Those are beautiful.
For the neoclassical fans, I got this 84 Zimmer, which of course is built on a Fox body Mustang with the Recaro seats, and so you can recognize that dashboard from a Fox body. Got a 60 Ford Starliner two-door hardtop. Got a 58 Ford Fairlane Skyliner retractable. It's even got the under dash air. Got a 64 Cadillac Fleetwood limousine. This one's got the divider in it and the Landau bars. So this 57 Oldsboro. This is a J2 with the 3 2s on it. This one's always a treat to see at shows. Check out the gas filler. The 64 Galaxy four-door hardtop. Saw this one rolling in a few hours ago. Of course, on the video, it's probably about 45 minutes ago. Of course, the 61 Sedan DeVille Cadillac.
Okay, we have another announcement. Owners of your car need to return to your vehicle.
This beautiful Lincoln Continental convertible.
Please return your car. Chris Roth. Thank you very much.
This is the car from the TV show Entourage. A 1960 Cadillac Series 62 convertible. You got this another 1958 Fairlane retractable Ford. A 63 Ford Thunderbird. Got a 53 Buick Skylark. These are always a treat to see at shows. This is a great example of one. A 58 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz convertible. Beautiful 57 Bel Air quarter hardtop. Believe it or not, I think this is the only 57 Chevy at this show. She's got a 57 Pontiac Bonneville fuel injected. This one definitely checks all the boxes. It's probably one of my favorite cars at this show. A black 1950 Mercury. There's a 1957 Ford Thunderbird. Beautiful 1950 Pontiac. Or in the Jaguar class, starting with this E-Type Roadster. More importantly, I'm back in the shade. An XK 140.
Going up to Oregon to see.
That's where you got it?
Yeah.
Jaguar XK 150. '70 XKE.
Okay. Yeah. Because this car has had a lot of modifications.
I can show it. It's like I'm a different class. Yeah, that's what
This is a 2023 Morgan. Of course, it's a three-wheeler like some of the old ones were. It's actually a 1999 Morgan. There's a 2021 Morgan, so it's got an S&S Harley-based motor.
Yeah, they make these.
This one's a 69 Triumph TR250 Roadster. So he's got like an extra like air conditioner, probably plugs into the cigarette lighter. 54 MG TF. A 69 McLaren race car.
Mine's American. But look at the tires. You can't drive this on the street.
This Triumph TR6.
But he went and bought a goddamn Jaguar.
Yeah.
That one in the summer, one in high school. That's exciting.
The MGB GT. That was a 1962 Morgan.
That's 1938.
A 64 Morgan.
I see you sometimes.
It's a 55 Morgan. Little Triumph TR4.
They have aged well.
Got a Sunbeam Tiger Ford Power. A 62 Triumph. This is an Italia 2000.
Oh, so you kept the direct sun off.
I got it. All right.
Okay, we're going to use it so this whole big one. Yeah.
You just unlock it for me. I appreciate it.
Austin Healey 3000.
We took this picture of my son about 30 days later, 25 days later.
1933 Woolsey.
I can make certain pictures.
The 52 Albus. A 53 MGTD. An Aston Martin DB2 from 1952. A 75 280Z.
It is, but you can. I don't have
A 1970 Honda 600. This one's called the sedan. A 68 Toyota 2000 GT. A Honda CVCC sedan. And for the Radwood crowd, an 89 Acura Legend.
You went to the junkyard.
You can imagine there's not many left in this kind of condition.
I like the niche car makers.
The 86 Honda Prelude. I figure most of these were driven into the ground by high school kids back in the day. The 66 Coronet Pasadena police car. So it makes it out to a lot of local events, including, of course, the Pasadena Police Show at City Hall every year. 1980 Chevy Malibu LA Sheriff's Department car, complete with the cage. A 1950 Ford San Bernardino County Sheriff car. I have not seen this one yet. Or Dodge Coronet Pasadena PD car. There's a 77 Chevy Nova LA Sheriff's Department.
Well, they call these pursuit cars because they call them.
A 72 Plymouth Satellite LA Sheriff's car. I used to have a 73 Civilian Satellite 4-door sedan. Of course, mine not being a police package, only had a 318 in it. The 71 Satellite station wagon LAPD car. Now this is like made up to look like one that might have been on like Adam 12, so it's got some Adam 12 memorabilia in the back. Of course, there's a guy that goes to some shows that has a Matador sedan police package done up like Adam 12. The 78 Nova LA County Sheriff's Department. The 71 Fury 2 Plymouth LA County Sheriff's car.
From Canada, that was tonight. Be sure to get the food trucks, experience all
This 55 Buick, up like from the TV show Highway Patrol from the 1950s. I've been seeing this car at shows, I'm say well over 30 years. This guy's been taking this out. A 71 Volvo. Now I'm back out in the sun again. Citroen SM. So Lancia Flavia.
I'll let you know how it goes.
64 Jaguar. '55 Rolls Royce Silver Dawn. Volvo station wagon. This 52 Bentley. We got a DeLorean. Oh, he's got the sports almanac and the Doc Brown glasses. So I cannot certify this as Back to the Future memorabilia free. An IROC Z. This one's actually a 5.7. Or for some reason, you can only get the 5.7 in these in the automatic. The stick was available with the 5-liter Ford Model T boat tail speedster. I should mention that it's a running joke about the Back to the Future memorabilia and a DeLorean on this channel if you don't know already.
Downhill, I'm not going to start it. Yeah, most of these cars.
The John D'Agostino Auburn Cord Custom. This one's a 1964, says Casalini Moto Forgoni. It's similar to like a Piaggio Ape. 1987 Buick Grand National. One's very clean.
It says it's a 4-speed transmission.
Very clean 92 OBS 454 SS pickup. It's only like the second Tri-5 we've had after that 57 4-door hardtop. There's a 55 Chevy two-door wagon. We have a hearse from Forest Lawn. This 38 Chevy pickup's kind of off on its lonesome over here. Alright, so I'm going to film the Woody class. Start with this Pontiac, the Big 8. The Morris Minor 1000 Traveler Woody. The 47 Chrysler Town & Country convertible. Of course, my sister had one, a 48, up until recently, which we just sold. And we should be seeing that when we go out to Palm Springs for the Casual Concours show on October 14th. This 41 Ford Woody we saw earlier. You got a 1940 Ford Deluxe Woody. Hot rod. There's a 39 Ford Woody. A 29 Ford Model A Woody. 36 Ford Woody. And there's a matching trailer with a couple of whizzers. The 1948 Playboy.
Main guy was a carpenter, like body guy, and then another guy was a little talented mechanic.
54 Hudson Italia.
I love this.
They look like they're very good straight on. Anyway.
57 Mercury Turnpike Cruiser 4-door hardtop. Little Nash Metropolitan convertible.
How much it uses in gas? You can't afford it.
Wow. Anyway, so do you have
Here we're in the Porsche section with this 356 Speedster.
Ray, please go to your car. Judgment time.
We actually are starting to line up the cars for the awards.
lightly red green color?
It's got a target top on it. And with the target top. I'm just going to get some of the older Ferraris, and since it's hot, I've been here for a while. Since obviously this channel isn't really focused on late model cars. The 328 GTS Ferrari. Like a Mondial Spider. Let's see, hardly see these around. Picasso.
Beautiful car. Thanks for explaining.
Couple of Di Tommaso Panteras.
Yeah, we were the closest ones to the show.
Not really a lowrider. A 73 Fiat 124 sedan. Believe it or not, I actually had one of these over 20 years ago that I paid $250 for. So mine was the cobalt blue color. The 73 Maserati Bora. Or Maserati. It's a Bizzarini. A beautiful Maserati. A 65 Alfa Romeo 2600.
Now you were smaller than him, than her. Did you?
But he's got one, huh?
There's a 54 Ferrari GLT 250. That's going to wrap things up here in San Marino for the San Marino Motor Classic 2023. My camera's already overheated 3 times, and I'm pretty overheated as well. I've drank a lot of water, but it's very hot, so I'm going to call it at this one. Next week I'm off to Ventura for Ventura Nationals. It's supposed to be like 73 degrees next Saturday in Ventura there along the coast, so that'll be a much nicer one to film. But this one, as always, brings out a lot of the great cars, as you saw. So be sure to like, subscribe, let me know what your favorite car was. Check the tentative list for what shows I'm planning on hitting in the future, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.